Well, welcome to day 2 of the Broadway, the English Deepstack, the D4 events here at the Broadway in Birmingham. Chip leader at this moment in time is this guy, Mr. Vance Martin, on 300,000 chips, and we have an all-in instantly as Tony came back with 25,000 chips in seat number 8. Tony Hoy is all in at this moment in time. There was an initial raise from the chip leader, and Tony Hoy calls ace king against pocket threes. So chip leader has pocket threes. Are we going to lose one immediately on day 1? We came back with 117 runners. This is the first hand. Jack, queen, 7, ace king gets 4 more outs with a 10 or an ace or a king, and he needs to hit, or we've lost one. And unfortunately the ace king from Tony has been eliminated by chip leader at the moment, Mr. Vance Martin. We will be bringing you live action from the Broadway all the way through, trying to get to a final table. Probably won't get to a final table, but maybe 2 tables a little bit later on. But at this moment in time, start of the day, chip leader takes 1 out already. How good is that? The legend that is Mickey Wernick actually won a race. Ace Jack against pocket queens, I think he was. He managed to double up. He hit the ace on the turn, and he says, "Tower, I've won a race." There you go. Mickey Wernick still a little bit short stacked, but well over 140,000. The legend that is Mickey Wernick is still in. How good's the music, isn't it? It's absolutely wonderful. We've lost half the field since we started. Unfortunately, it's been a bad day for the Shields family. Michelle has been eliminated, run queens into kings, run bad hand after bad hand. She was up to about 240, but got eliminated. And then Richard had a really good start at the beginning of play, and he was up to 600,000 chips. He had kings against kings, and he hit 4 to the flush for the kings. He then dwindled a few, he lost a couple of races, and then he got it all in. And he ended up with jacks against queens, and unfortunately for Richard, he was down and out. It's very unfortunate. Played a great game, but he was up to 600. He's now got no chips whatsoever. We've lost quite a lot of big names in the first 4 levels as we lost 38 players in the first 2 levels. It was absolutely mental. It really was a very, very, very busy start to the day, but as we're coming towards the end of level 4, we've lost half the field, another half the field to go till we get the money. But at this moment in time, Verinda Gurwell is chip leader and is over 600,000 chips. Can he continue? Well, time will tell, but coming up to the end of level 4, he is chip leader. James Williams has had a decent start. He doubled up very early, had a monster hand in the first level, and he went from 85,000 to 320,000 in the space of 20 minutes at the beginning of play. Won the Sky Poker Tour last week at Dustledome, and he's continuing his good run of form. He's over 300,000 chips at this moment in time, with the average at 180. Monster hand at the beginning of the day, setting up very well. James Williams at this moment in time going along very nicely. Still in the comp is Gary Pennicky in seat number 3, building stacks as well. I don't know if you remember this guy, but this guy free rolled into the Full Tilt Poker Million that was on TV a couple of years ago. They gave one online qualifier an opportunity to sit down with the guys, and I think he won £100,000 at the time. He free rolled into the big live event, local lad, and is, as you can see, building chips is well over 400,000 as it stands at this moment in time, and doing very, very well. But that is Gary Pennicky, who free rolled himself pre-rolled himself into the full tilt poker million. Well, as you can see directly behind me, we're down to the final 2 tables, and on table number 1 there are two big chip leaders. In seat number 4 is the chip leader of the whole competition, and that is Steve Ball. Steve Ball has got 2.2 million chips. And in seat number 8, we've got Jim Tierney on 1.6 million. And 2 minutes ago, they collided in the biggest pot of the competition so far. It was monstrous. And they both ended up turning over Ace King on a Queen High board. But the guy to Jim's right, Yanis Lipris, ended up trebling up to 600,000 with the average at 700,000. He trebled up as he's got pocket queens and he turns a house. But Ace King against Ace King, and nobody can pass. Ace High, 400,000 raise from Jim. A call by Steve, and then they check it all the way down to the river. But a monster pot. Over on table number 2, chip leader on table 2 of the final 16 is in the middle, the man with the hats and the glasses, and that's James Powell. James Powell has got 1.4 million chips and is doing very well indeed. But Alex Marr in seat number 4 is the man to come back from the dead. In the last 20 minutes, he's doubled twice. He had 100,000 and he has now got over 400,000 chips. We're entering the final level of today. 60 minutes to go to try and get to a final table. Not sure whether we'll do it, but 16 hopefully to become 9. If not, we'd still return tomorrow with however many are left at 1 p.m. for the start of the final day of the Deepstack. It's going to be enthralling. Back to the tables. Pocket Nines is set it up on the river against King 9. The case 9 comes out. Steve takes out Dominic Evans. Wow. This guy does the old run good. That was a fantastic call. Thought the longer he was going he wasn't going to do it, but he did. A set of 10s, a queen, and we don't lose one. Full house, and that is it. We've lost one. Brian French, done well, finished in 15th. We've just lost one. Rajesh in C1 has just taken out another. One on each table. Elimination. That's how poker should be. Fast and furious. We're down to 4 in seat number 5. Alan's been sat there. He's been up and down that the proverbial bride's 90. And has now just taken out Mo Afzal. Queens against Ace Queen, Case Queen on the flop. Turns into an house.